Hi, everybody. I'm Zach, and this is Layer Quick Bytes, where in 10 minutes or less, I'll show you all the amazing things you can build in Layer. So today, we're going to be focusing on building a punch list tool in 10 minutes or less. Let's get started. All right, I have a new Layer project opened up here. And what we're going to start with is creating a punch list category from scratch. So I'm going to click here to create a new category. We can, this template is always available here, but we're going to create it from scratch. So I'll call this punch list issues. We'll call the individual items issues themselves. I'll create the category. And so the first thing we need to start with our new category is I'm going to create the properties or attributes that we care about for each punch list issue. So in this case, I'm going to start by creating a select field where we'll call this the status, and I'll add some statuses to this: open, in progress, and complete. And we'll give those appropriate colors as well. Okay, next, we're going to create another select field for the type of issue that it is. And I'm just going to add a few of these items here. So we'll do like cleaning needed, wall repair, paint touch-up, plumbing, and let's do mechanical. All right, now that we have the type, we're going to now add a field to assign this to a team member. So I'm going to create a person field, and I'm going to call this assigned to. I'll create that field. And then we're going to create a file field to document the issue photos themselves. Lastly, we're going to create a issue notes field from a text area field where we can put all of the notes for that particular issue. Second here, I have a Revit model connected to this. So optionally, we could actually link each one of these issues to a specific room from our Revit model. So I'm actually going to do that by creating a related elements field. And we're going to call this Revit room, this field Revit room. And I'm going to grab that rooms category and create that field. Okay, so we kind of have our category all mocked up here. Now I need to create my first issue. So I'll click here to create that first issue. You can see that it creates the first issue for me, and now I can fill in all of my details here. So we'll add the status of this issue. We'll say what the repair is about. I'm going to assign this to a team member. We can add photos, and if you're on a mobile device, it will pop up your device's camera. And we're going to say wall needs repair. And lastly, I can attach this to a Revit room, and this is going to basically pull in all of the rooms from my model, and I can select one. Okay, so we have our first issue created. You can see it's displayed here in this table. But a lot of times with the punch list, we'll actually want to like overlay this on top of a plan, not really just make an actual list in a table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in my punch list issues category, I'm going to create what we call drawing view to hold basically my drawings for the project. So optionally, we could use our Revit model or a sheet from our Revit model to overlay these punch list issues on top of, but I'm just going to create a drawing view quick. And we're going to choose a PDF set of plans, and we'll choose our markup, and I'll hit create view. And so what this will do is inside of that punch list issues category, it's going to create a drawing view where it's going to display my set of plans. So you can see we can have multiple pages that we can now create punch list issues on top of this set of plans here. So off to the right-hand side, I can either link existing issues now to a location on the plan, or I can create new issues from scratch. So let's first start by linking that first issue to this location. And so you can see that now my issues, I now have this references field that shows me specifically once this loads where this item is located on the plan. So let's actually go into this floor plan and create another issue as we're walking around. So I'm going to click on this plus button, and we'll place it right here. You can see it creates a new issue for me. I can specify all of these details including uploading a set of, or a photo of this particular issue. And I can add a description. And again, optionally assign this to an actual room in my model. And you can see here, it knows exactly where this item is at on my floor plan. Let's create one more over here. Create issue 3. And we're going to say this is cleaning needed. Assign it to a team member. Add a photo. And take any notes. Again, I can attach this to a room in my model. And we've got a pretty good start on our punch list. So you can see that we've overlaid these on top of a plan. When I click on these items, it's going to open up that particular issue and show me all those details. And I can add any other files or notes or tasks associated with this. But we can come back now to our punch list issues table. And you can see that all of my punch lists issues are noted here. So let's say we go through the process and gather all of these issues. And now I need to actually share this information with the contractor, but maybe they don't have a layer account in particular. I can create a saved view from this item, and we'll call this view issues. Let's just say for contractor. We'll save those changes, and now what I can do is I can actually share this view via a secret link, or I can actually embed it or invite them via email. So if I open up this link, you'll see that what it will open up is a public version of these punch list issues where I can click on each one and see all of the details related to those items. And again, you don't need a layer account in order to view this data. You can send it via a secret link. But a lot of times we may want to create an actual PDF report or deliverable from this information. And so what I'm going to do is inside of this punch list issues category, I'm going to create a document view. And document view is a way that we can create deliverables or reports. So I'm going to call this punch report, and we'll create a document view instead and set the styling to our default layer style. So when I create this view, now what this will allow me to do is I can either start my document from scratch, or we can select from a template that we have at our company. And I'm going to use my punch list template here. And essentially what this is going to do is have me map the current fields in the template to the fields in the document. So that looks good to me. I'm going to create this, and you can see that now basically it gives me an 8.5 by 11 page that documents all of my punch list issues. And you can see that as I scroll through those issues, all of that information is now on the page, and I can quickly export this to a PDF or share it via a link. The best part about this, though, is that this is not just the default template that we give you for this document. You can actually edit every aspect of this. So I'm going to click on this edit button, and you can see that it opens up our drag and drop document builder where we can use these blocks to dynamically build out a document. So let's say I want to make these photos a bit bigger. I could say my default size for the photos are going to be 150. Maybe we want to make this text for the actual issue notes a bit larger. I can control all of the font settings here. And lastly, we can drop information like, again, the Revit room or the location of this item directly on my plan. And you can see that we can edit exactly how this information appears. So maybe we want to show like the phase this was in, or maybe the level it's on. I can add any of those details, publish the page, and now for every issue in my punch list, it's going to display the same way, but with the updated information from the issue. All right, I think that was right at 10 minutes. So thank you for joining us for Layer Quick Bytes. Stay tuned for additional examples of how you can build awesome tools inside of Layer. And if you want to get started in Layer, just scan that QR code and you can get rolling. Thank you.